Hello, today we're going to do Module 7, Lesson 10. Our objective is that we're going to decompose quadrilaterals to understand perimeter as a boundary of a shape. So I'm going to underline that. We're going to remember that this definition is a perimeter means that it's the boundary of a shape. Okay. Another way of saying boundary is fence, like a fence line, or it can just be the outside edge of the shape. Okay? Now, let's move on. We're going to start with an application problem. We get to use our tangrams, and here's our tangram tile. Trista uses, oops, I'm going to get my pencil, all 7 of her tangram pieces to make a square as shown. One side of the large square is 4 inches long. We have that here. What is the total area of the 2 large triangles? Explain our answer. Oops, I didn't put a period right there. Okay. Now, we want to find, yeah, pink is good. We want to find the area inside the pink line. So we want to know what the area of this is. Do you remember what happened when we went to make the tangrams? How did we get to have this section? Well, we took our square and we folded it in half, didn't we? And that gave us this line right here, and then we cut on this line, right? And then we folded this part in half, and we had the fold here, and we cut right here. Okay, so let's see if we can use what we know that we learned when we made the tangrams to figure out the answer. So it wants to know what the total area of the 2 large triangles is. Okay. Now, can I find the area of the square? What do we know about squares? All sides are equal, right? So then this side's going to be equal, it's going to be 4 inches. This side will be 4 inches, and this side will be 4 inches. Okay, so if I wanted to find the area, what do I need to do? I need to do a length times a width, right? So I need to do 4 times 4. So the area of the square is 4 times 4, and that would be 16, and because it's area, we say square inches. Okay, so if it's 16 square inches, we now know this whole square. What do we know about this section here to figure out what this is? Well, what do we know about fractions? Did we cut that in half? We did. We cut that in half along the diagonal. Okay, so if we cut that in half, that would be half of the square. So let's divide this answer by 2. Let's cut it in half. So the area of the 2 triangles, this is how we can figure this one out, is 16 divided by 2, and that would be 8 square inches. Okay, now how can we explain this? Well, we can say that this area is half of the square. So once we find the area of the square, we can divide that in half and have the area of the 2 triangles. Okay, so let's write that. Okay, so the area of the 2 triangles will be half of the whole, oops, better erase. Will be half of the area of the square. Because, let's say why. We cut the 2 triangles out of half of the square. Okay, can we answer anything else? I think we did a good job. The area of the 2 triangles will be half of the area of the square because we cut the 2 triangles out of half of the square. Okay, let's keep on moving. Now, just like yesterday, what we do with our homework is going to be a little different than what we do in class. So this video will cover what you're going to be talking about in homework. Now first I want to talk about perimeter. Okay, I need a big, thick one. The perimeter is the boundary of the shape, or the fence of the shape. So, if I make my fence around my shape, this would be the perimeter. Okay, so if I label it, this right here is my perimeter, my boundary of the shape. Now, what was the area? The area is going to be all this green stuff. All the inside is area. So if somebody says, find the area of the square, you're finding the whole area of the space inside. If they want to know the length of the perimeter, they want to know how long it would be from here to here to here to here, and added it all up. Okay, so let's talk about the difference. So let's say this is 4 inches, and let's say that this is 6 inches. Okay, now if I wanted to find the area, I'm going to multiply 4 times 6, length times width. And that would give me 24 square inches. Okay, now if I want to do perimeter, I have to add them all up. So I know that these two are equal. So if I have this one over here, I have this one here too. And I know that these lines are equal, so I'm going to label this 6 inches. Now I have to add it all up. So I have 4 plus 6 is, well, let me first write this. So here's the perimeter. It's going to be 4 plus 6 plus 4 plus 6. Okay, so now I'm showing my work because I can do this kind of in my head. I know that this is a 10. I know that this is a 10. So 10 plus 10, I'm writing out what I'm thinking, is 20. Now, it's not 20 square inches. It's only 20 inches. Because it would just be like us walking around the square. How many inches did we walk around the square? Okay, this is how much space does this not walking around the square, walking around the rectangle. This would be, the area would be like how much space this rectangle is taking up on my carpet. Okay? Now, use this information to help you finish your homework, and I will see you tomorrow.